What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game and shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game and shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Black Myth Wukong. This thing has gotten out of hand. Oh boy. Peace and blessings. And welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now today we're going to start to talk, and I'm still sick. I'm under the weather. But we're going to do something different today. So you're going to be watching gameplay of Black Myth Wukong while I talk about this whole saga that has been going on. And, I had firsthand confirmation of this game, and the reasons why that it was left off of the console. And the only reason why this game keeps coming up, and it will always be a sore point, when it comes to, I guess, Xbox owners of the game, owners that want to own the game. And it's used for console warring purposes, to be honest with you. Because, day one, when the game was released, it was released on Steam, I guess, Epic Store, I don't know, and PlayStation. Well, I picked it up on Steam, and I've been playing it on my Steam Deck, and I have no problems with it, play it on my rig. I have no problems with it. But there was some problems on the PlayStation version of the game. It wasn't as optimal, if you would, right? And I kind of believe game science when they say that the game itself can't be run on the Series S. Meaning they can't get it to run on the Series S. And, all right, so check it out. A few weeks after the infamous post about not winning the Game of the Year awards, Feng Jai shares his frustrations with the delayed Xbox ports of Black Myth Wukong. In a post on the Chinese social media, or Weibo, game science producer Fei took a break from reacting to the numerous Steam Awards recently won by the studio to talk about the delayed Xbox port of Black Myth Wukong. To his credit, the developer laments the team's inability to work within the limitations of the console, as much as Microsoft's insistence that the game to be published on both the Series S and X. Now, me personally, I feel that the game could be published on Series X and X, especially the X. All right, so X is out of the way. The biggest question is the Series S. And I'm going to take a break from the reporting on this per se. I'm going to give you firsthand accountability. So myself and Cog was at the Summer Games Fest. And at Summer Games Fest, it showed that the game was coming out, and it omitted the Xbox version. So I got a chance to talk to Sarah Bond, and when I spoke to her, I asked her, flat out, not yo, but what's going on with Black Myth? Why is it not on the Xbox? And it was pretty much, I said, is it Little Man? And she said, no. That's it. No. So I don't need any more of that. Phil came out to say later on that they don't talk on uh, partnership deals, deals that their partners may have, right? Okay. So she flat out said, no, it's not the limitations of the Series S. And he said they don't talk about those deals, right? If he has first-hand knowledge of the deals or not, they don't talk about it. That's just very simple and plain. All right, cool. So now that we know that you don't talk about it, and this is, firsthand knowledge that I have of the situation, now let's get into the crux of it. When the game was being developed for the PlayStation, and pardon me, I do have a cold. When the game was being developed for the PlayStation, PlayStation sent some people over there to help out with it, I guess, from my understandings. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Now, I don't know. The last time PlayStation did that, that was with Callisto Protocol, and that game ran way better on the PlayStation opposed to the Xbox. PlayStation has a habit of being underhanded dirty. I call PlayStation really the Jay-Z of video games. Always shisty, always underhanded, always backstabbing, always sneaky. You're trying to peg them down. You're trying to catch them. And you can't really catch them because they're so sneaky with it. Well, the problem with that is that the Series S is a very capable machine. And we'll get into that in a second. So they're saying, what are the Series S specs? Finjai referring to the Series S 10 gigabyte of RAM, which 8 is dedicated to video compared to the PlayStation 5 16 gigabytes of VRAM, which is dedicated entirely to the GPU needs. Even the Series X feels a lot better than the cheaper sibling with 16 gigabytes of video memory. Other notable stats include 3.8 gigs, 8-core AMD GPU, 512 gigabytes or 112 of terabytes of SSD space depending on the model, expandable memory, dedicated expansion cards for USB hard drive, AMD FreeSync capability. Black Myth Wukong is one of the biggest titles of 2024. It's no surprise that developer Game Science wants to capitalize on its success with a port to the Microsoft consoles. Of course they want to port it over. Of course that is something that they want to have done. But apparently it's not being done, and it's not happening for reasons unknown. I'm going to tell you, majority of the time, I don't believe half of what anybody says. I believe even less of what I hear. Right? So, I got to see it. Now, what I did know is I know that Series S is capable of delivering Indiana Jones 60 frames per second with ray tracing. Also, it's able to produce Hellblade 2 30 frames per second. I know that the Series S is a capable machine. Has numerous titles that are able to produce quality. Given the opportunity to develop for this title, it's no problem. I don't believe that Xbox is unwilling to fix the problem, because when it came to Capcom's Fighting Collection, immediately they sent a team over, Xbox did, over to Capcom, and that game is coming out, I think it's in February or something like that. Because it was the MT framework in the back, MT framework in the background that was holding it back or whatever. Because it had to be developed for the Xbox One, and the way back compatibility works, it doesn't work like that for the Xbox. So it's a different animal entirely when it goes over to the PlayStation, when it's a thing for the PlayStation. So I know there's more to the story. Now, is it possible that Game Science is that inept as a studio? That's quite possible. Because I did get a chance to see the early trailers and the comparisons between the early demo compared to the retail version of Black Myth Wukong, and it's night and day. A lot of things are missing, a lot of things are not there. From what I'm hearing, the game is poorly optimized with all the updates that I did get to my Ryzen GPU in order to play said game. Listen, I already have the game. Do I feel for the people that only have an Xbox that want to experience this wonderful game? Yeah, I do. In a sense, I do. But if you can't wait, I'll tell you, go pick up a Steam Deck if you don't want to pick up a PlayStation. If you do have a PC, pick it up for Steam. If you do have a powerful PC, because it is a very demanding game. Or you can, like I said, play it on my Steam Deck, like which I do. Which is when I purchase it on Steam, it gives me the flexibility to play it on my PC or play it on my Steam Deck. So it has a dual purpose when I purchase anything on Steam. This is the reason why I actually use Steam. For the PlayStation, if you don't have a PlayStation, and that is the cheaper option for you to get, maybe you can get a PlayStation for like $350 now, a PlayStation 5, then I will tell you, hey man, go get it and go knock it out. Because in this day and age where these companies are playing hold off from the next console, I think you really need to decide within yourself to just say, you know what, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to make this thing happen because I can't possibly have this game out in the wild and me not playing. That's just my opinion on it. So apparently, there's a fake trailer out. Now, the fake trailer did get a lot of things right about the Switch. And that's from stuff that we know about, or stuff that we think can be confirmed. With the magnetic Joy-Cons and the HD rumble, the larger screen, with the design in the back 1080p screen. It's just, the fact of the matter is, it's kind of a weak trailer that Nintendo wouldn't put together. It's like a PowerPoint trailer, if you will. Very, very weak in delivery. But what threw it away for me, besides all other stuff, was the fact of the short docking. The docking isn't that short. It does have a lean back rock to it. But it's a lot higher on the screen because it's a slight screen protector. But what took it away was the smell-o-vision. Now, we did see smell-o-vision with South Park, but come on. Really? Nobody believes this, so yeah. Complete rubbish to me. I don't believe it at all. So, my opinion, thank you for making it this far in the video. So my opinion of it all is, be honest with you, Black Myth Wukong, whenever it does release, if it is under some type of money hatting thing, that's quite possible. Like I said, I don't put anything past the Jay-Z of video games, which is Sony. I honestly believe that there's always an opportunity for them to do exactly the shiesty, underhanded stuff that they normally do regardless. But at the end of the day, as a gamer, remember, this is console warring nonsense, and if you're not a part of it, you don't care about it, it's whatever. I don't think the average consumer even knows if the game is available. but this is just, for the hardcore. So if you're the hardcore, just go pick it up. If I only had a PlayStation and an Xbox, I would have picked it up already. But I do have other options with Steam. So it's just it's what they need to know. What Game Science needs to know is they should have never put the Xbox logo on the box. And the moment that they did that, they had a level of expectations that should have been met. And the moment that it wasn't met, they should have immediately reached out to Xbox and tried to facilitate this game getting done ASAP. So when that's not happening, people are always going to believe that you were money had it from Sony. And this is not the first time, So like I said, in this money hatting war situation where Stalker 2 isn't on PlayStation and, that's the Xbox thing, we have to always look at it for what it is, That's the art of war, right? You take one of the best games and you get that done. I don't understand why Xbox has the inability to notice these games from a distance and to money hat them from the PlayStation. I know Xbox doesn't do that anymore, so they say, but there's contradictions to that theory in practice. I don't know. I just think that PlayStation has a better eye for talent. And I don't know, now that Shohei isn't there, maybe their eye for talent is less. But I get a better eye for talent. And that's my opinion. And money had those games to Game Pass or to Xbox or whatever. Because if the competition is still this is where I don't believe that Xbox wants to kill Kong at all. So it is what it is. Oh, the Nintendo leak. So we do know that it's magnetic. We do know it has a larger screen. We do know that the dock is on a slant. We do know that the kickstand in the back is a stand that like kicks out. But from what I heard, it was two little things that kick out in the back of the Nintendo Switch 2. We don't even know if it's called the Switch 2. Could be called the Super Nintendo Switch. So it's a lot of different things that told me that was wrong, it was false, and it is what it is, and everybody will have you believe otherwise, and that it's going to release on June 2nd. I don't believe that for a second. But again, the news is coming soon. I believe this month we will get the news, and it's going to go insane. So again, take it with a grain of salt and just push on. We're going to have shows this month from Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, hopefully within the next 2 months, January, February, to give us the roadmap for the year, what games are coming out and stuff like that. So this is your boy, the King, sick as hell. But hey, man, I'm here for you, dude. So what I'm going to tell you, like I always tell you, like I'm going to do, and I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it on, I don't know, Xbox Frontline gaming streams where I'm about to go stream right now. And I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass. Come on, Bella.